Joining us on the Allo VIP line, the VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where we understand the importance of exceptional service and local heart. We are joined by Gina Mancuso Prasowski of the Nebraska volleyball team, the Nebraska professional volleyball team. Gina, how are you on this wonderful Monday?
Hi, I'm doing really good. I love Mondays and I love getting a week started off right. So doing good.
That's fantastic, Gina. And so last week, the Nebraska team had two big announcements. They are going to be you guys are going to be playing your games at the CHI Health Center. How excited were you to be able to play at the biggest arena in Omaha?
Yeah, of course. I think this is going to be huge for the team. I also know that Nebraska, the state, knows how to show up for volleyball games. So I definitely think, the 16,000 seats plus that are available, I know that we can fill it. So just really, really excited and looking forward to feeling all the energy in that gym. And that gym has experience with volleyball. They've hosted the Final Four a handful of times. Prior to Wisconsin beating the sellout record for a collegiate game, Nebraska and Creighton actually started that record this past season at the CHI Health Center. So it's a great place to play. And like I said, we're really looking forward to it and know that it's going to be really loud and crazy, and the energy is going to be off the charts.
Gina, as a former player for the Cornhuskers here, playing in CHI, you know about the passion that you just mentioned about that the state has for volleyball. I mean, talk about your perspective as a player when you're on the court and you look up, because we were just looking at attendances prior to you coming on the show, and Nebraska's been involved in the top 10 highest attendances for collegiate volleyball. Talk about just from your perspective, the passion for volleyball in the state of Nebraska.
Yeah, of course. So it's a dream come true to play in this state yet again. Leaving or graduating college, you just never think at that time it was never going to be possible again. But now here we are, where I am privileged and honored to play in the first ever professional league here in the United States. And the fact that it's in Nebraska, I mean, again, dream come true. I just want the fans to know that as a player on the court, it is such an advantage to have that support and just the energy and the cheering and just the overall celebration and loudness in the gym. That can go such a long way for a team. It can really help momentum. And so it is crazy cool that the whole state of Nebraska are just huge volleyball fans. They know the game. They love the game. And to play for them once again in my life is truly amazing. And I can't wait to not only support them, but for them to support us. It's going to be just a fabulous experience all around.
We're talking to Gina Mancuso Prasowski, former Husker, now playing for the Nebraska Pro-Volleyball team in the Pro-Volleyball Federation. And Gina, you've played a lot of places in your volleyball career. You've played in Puerto Rico, Azerbaijan, Poland, Germany, and then back to Puerto Rico. Out of all of those places, which one was your favorite?
Oh, that's always such a tough question. I also played in Indonesia as well, but it's tough because every one of them has such a unique experience, and you make friends in different cultures from all over the world, right? But when I answer this question, of course, my first thought is always Puerto Rico. It's a paradise. That country is it's beautiful. I love the culture. I love the people there. So you can drive to a beautiful beach, within 10 minutes anywhere you go. It's amazing. But my second answer is always Germany, because that style of play in volleyball was just more my style, which is a lot of like fast pace and speed. And that's what I love. I'm 6 foot and crazy enough, but that's a little bit on the I'm undersized for an outside hitter. Typically you want to see something a little bit higher. So speed is what my strength is. I don't reach, 10-5 or something crazy like that. So I got to out quick people. And so that was really the style in Germany. And I really loved that.
Now, you talk about Puerto Rico being one of your favorite places. One of your teammates, Natalia Valentin Anderson, one of the captains for Team Puerto Rico, is going to be playing with you for this Nebraska team. Can you tell us a little bit about her? Because I remember you telling me in Omaha at the College World Series how it was just funny how things came together because you loved playing in Puerto Rico. She's from Puerto Rico, but she fell in love and married somebody from Omaha.
I know. It really makes the world feel so small. So I met Natalia in 2013. We played together in Ponce, and one of the first things she asked was, "Oh, where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska." And she goes, "You are?" And I was like, "Wait, do you know where that is?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm dating someone from Omaha." So that's kind of where it all started. Played with her, became friends with her in 2013, had the privilege of playing with her again in 2017, and yet again this past season from January to May in 2023. So small world, but yes, you're right. She fell in love with Colt Anderson. They met at FIU at their time in college. They've been dating ever since, and they got married in 2018. So yeah, Omaha is now her home. She is an amazing person. She is she's just a fireball on the court. She brings something to the court that you don't see on a stat sheet, which is energy. She is just everything you want as a setter who kind of leads the way, kind of determines the pace of the game. She is everything for that position. So I absolutely love playing with her. She's exciting. She's energetic. She's kind. She's inspiring. So I just mentioned about myself being undersized. Well, Natalia is maybe 5'6" as a setter, but she does not let her height phase her. She makes it up for defense, serving, setting, everything. She's an amazing overall player, and she's an Olympian. So just another fun fact about her.
We're talking to Gina Mancuso-Prasowski on the Allo VIP line. And Gina, through all the volleyball that you've been around, whether as a spectator or a player, right, in both collegiate and professional ranks, how has the game changed over the last 15 years? From your point of view, how has the game kind of evolved in the last decade or so?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I've been thinking about that, and I wonder, like, girls nowadays just seem so much stronger and bigger. You see girls now where it's typical to have a 6'8" girl who's athletic and agile. And forgive me for all the people that I've played with during my college time, but I can't really think of any 6'8" girls that I played with or against who were that athletic. So I think that just with the training knowledge that we have nowadays, the new equipment that's coming up, I think it's really impacted women's bodies, and we've just been able to grow and develop and be that much stronger. So that's definitely something that I've noticed watching a lot of volleyball recently, is just everybody seems bigger and stronger nowadays, and I love it.
Now, in terms of women's sports, the state of Nebraska has been able to pump out a whole bunch of very talented athletes, whether they go to colleges outside of the state or whether they attend the University of Nebraska or any of the many other colleges inside the state of Nebraska. We just had, Jordy Ball come back from Oklahoma to say she wanted to grow the game of softball in the state of Nebraska. How much do you think that having the Pro-Volleyball Federation have a team in Omaha help impact an already very popular game in the state of Nebraska?
Yeah, it must be because we're corn fed. I don't know, but the state definitely produces amazing athletes, not only male but female as well. And I think that Omaha, but also just the state, we're a sports state. Even though we haven't had a major pro team in this state, we love sports, and so I think that it's cool what's happening. I think it's amazing what's happening, and I think it's important as well. And I just hope that this sports community in this state just gets bigger and bigger.
Now, one last question before we get you out of here. We were just talking about Nebraska sports and Nebraska volleyball. Volleyball Day in Nebraska coming up August 30th. You talked about the record that Nebraska and Creighton held at the CHI Health Center before a week later, Wisconsin and Florida beat it up in Wisconsin. Nebraska going for what could be a world record playing volleyball outside in Memorial Stadium, 91,000 plus tickets already sold. What are your thoughts on that?
Wow, right? Just wow. The fact that someone can even say that that's happening is absolutely incredible. I think it just goes to just as a testimony again to this state and how much we love volleyball and know volleyball and how much we support athletics here, especially women's volleyball. It is unbelievable. The fact that we're going to get 84,000 plus people in Memorial Stadium to watch 4 great teams from the state is an incredible, incredible thing. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll be there in support. I can't wait to feel the energy. And we better get that record, right? We better get that record, because then I just don't think it'll ever be beatable. And it'll just be such a cool little fun fact about our state. And I love it. And I encourage everybody to attend. If you can get tickets still, please do. It's going to be truly a once in a lifetime experience, not only for the fans, I think, but also for those players that'll be competing. I think that will just be an incredible thing that they're about to experience and feel. And I'm kind of jealous. I wish I was still in college so I could be there.
Okay, Gina, I'm sorry, but I want to ask this right before we let you go here, because I'd be mad at myself if I didn't. Obviously, one of the first members of a pro volleyball organization in Nebraska, or in the United States for that matter. How did it happen? Walk us through the story and just the process of you becoming a member of the Nebraska Pro Volleyball organization.
Yeah. Well, I wish that I had a more exciting story to tell you, but honestly, it was one small step at a time. It all started with I was teammates in this past season in Puerto Rico with Maddie Kubik, who just graduated from the University of Nebraska in Lincoln. And we were in our apartment. She walked out of her room and she said, "Oh, I just got done with a meeting about the professional league starting in the United States next year." And I said, "What do you mean? I've never heard of that." And that's where it all started.
Wow.
So Maddie Kubik was the one who informed me about it all. And then from there, it really was just one small step at a time, just me talking to one person to the next. And now I'm to this point. I feel incredibly privileged, incredibly honored, and I just hope to make not only this city, but this state proud. And I also hope to entertain them at the same exact time. So like I said, it was just one small step at a time, nothing too crazy, but I'm really, really honored, and I'm very excited to get the season going.
That's Gina Mancuso Prasosky, Nebraska Pro Volleyball. Gina, thank you so much for your time. I will see you on Thursday in Omaha for the very special announcement that your team has.
Oh, yes. Everybody stay tuned. It's going to be exciting.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you as well.